My name is John Gasner. I've worked in the egg industry for almost 20 years, with half of that being here at Compeer. I see what happens when things don't go right with loans, and I'm the person who shows up on the farm to try to figure out how to make it better and work through those situations. Today, I'm going to talk to you about strategies to help prevent that from happening, how to help you be proactive, and how to help you set your operation up for success. I often say that everyone has a plan until they're punched in the face. It's a famous quote from Mike Tyson. And I think it's so true. If you don't know where you want to go, how do you know how to get there? I think there's a lot of credence in thinking about what are the goals, how far away are those goals, and what do I need to do today to make sure that I set myself up for that situation. So we all make decisions based on the information that we have today in front of us, and most of the time we make the best decision we can with that information. Well, what does that decision mean for 3 years from now? What does it mean for 5 years from now? The thrill of doing an expansion or buying a new piece of equipment, it's there. It can be short-lived, and unfortunately the debt payments and the stress that go with it last for a lot longer than that thrill does. So challenging the operation to say, well, what if we make this decision? What if we choose to buy this combine and corn prices drop by 50 cents? Can we still afford it? One of the ways to mitigate risk is by having working capital. Working capital is your ability to withstand short-term bumps in the road. And if you do not have cash in the bank, if you do not have access to cash, maybe it's not in the bank, maybe it's somewhere else, but you do not have access to that short-term cash to be able to make the shortage of the payment that you can't make, you quickly move to liquidation or refinance that now takes 13 years to get back to where you were. So that is the number one thing to help reduce risk, is having working capital, access to working capital, cash on hand. Cash is king. I often say we're in the risk business as lenders, as farmers, and agriculture as whole. You have to know what that risk is. Are you taking a huge risk? Are you taking a little risk? And what does it mean if it doesn't work out? Also on the what ifs, it's not all negative. If corn prices run up, milk prices run up, and you now have an extra $10, $100, $150,000, you name the number, what's your plan with that to make sure it's used wisely? How do we make decisions about what we'll do with the excess to invest back in the business or have fun, if that's the intentional choice? But how do we not end up accidentally wasting it, having it go away where it doesn't cause that return? I also encourage, think about what your operation might look like in 5 years. We've done some exercises here and in other classes that I've been in about, okay, what's your life look like in 5 years? All right. But what did your life look like 5 years ago? And you see that there's been a significant change going 5 years back, and then you look at where you're going to be in 5 years and you say, well, it's going to be all the same. I mean, everything's roughly the same. So we have an inability as humans to project ourselves into the future and see much different. So some tips there. Change one thing. I don't even really care what it is. Change one thing. Double your acres, cut your acres, add a new technology that doesn't even exist yet, and tell the story of how you got there. So if my operation is going to bring in a business partner 5 years from now and we're going to run twice as many acres because of that, how did that happen? It's not about being right. It's about training your mind to think quickly and tell a story. And then take it one step further. What do you need to do today to either accelerate that change so you can get there faster or prevent that change from happening? And rinse and repeat. Do that quarterly, monthly, whatever your schedule allows, but make a point, because again, you may not get to where it is we're pretending we're going to be, but you are training your brain, training your operations to think about what does the future look like and how do I impact it. Doing these futuristic business planning type activities, having budgets, having cash flows, doing the war game exercises and strategic goals. We don't think of those outside of a boardroom. We don't think of those in a milking parlor. But if you are running a business, at the end of the day, you have to generate more income than you do expenses. And you have to be able to invest that back in. If one does not know where they want to go 5 years from now, it's easy to make decisions that might prevent you from where you really